Hey, this is the follow through. It's really a wake-up call that we've been looking at in this book of Revelation. We're in chapter 15. The wrath of God is coming down, and it's a reminder that evil doesn't get to just do things unchecked. It doesn't just get to just run over all of us. So I know we feel that way sometimes, and it begins to be very discouraging. Now, as we get to verses 5 through 8 of chapter 15, we have this wrath of God. It's coming. There are these plagues, and all these things are happening, right? So there's this sanctuary of the tent of witness in heaven, and it opens up, and all these things happen. And one of the four living creatures is given these 7 golden bowls, you read, and they are full of the wrath of God who lives forever and ever. And the sanctuary, it says in verse 8, was filled with smoke from the glory of God and from his power. And no one could enter the sanctuary until the 7 plagues of the 7 angels were finished. So when you think of God's wrath, I think of just his anger against sin, right? He's not just cranky and just out to get everybody. No, he think about this day after day. I mean, I've been doing a lot of these follow-throughs probably for almost 2 years now, and over and over and over again, right? It's this plea for us to trust in Jesus, to know that he loves us. So far from being out to get us, he loves us. Now he's going to deal seriously with sin because he knows that poisons us, that hurts us, and he's not going to let that stand. And so his wrath comes down. And my question is that going to inspire us? Is that going to, kind of result in compassion for those who don't know him? Are we going to look at our faith and go, man, maybe I'm treating God like he's a sideline, like he's a kind of a part-time deal in my life, or is he everything? Will this change me? Will this lead me? Will I wake up if I need to be? Because I think we almost all need to be woken up in some way. Now, I'm not talking politically. I'm not talking, in the current way of being woke. But what I'm talking about is really being spiritually awake. Like not sugarcoating things, not telling ourselves lies, but being truthful and looking at what God's doing. Like doing what we do in these follow-throughs, listening to God and also actually living it out, living for him. Because there's going to be a time, and the Revelation just spells that out. When again, the wrath will be over, the world will be over, and we'll get to spend eternity with God because of Jesus, because we trust him. And we believe with all of our heart that he loves us and he did everything to win us back to God. All right? So encourage somebody in your life with those words. Share this with somebody who needs to know that God loves them and that God's serious about sin. But he's really serious about his love. I hope that helps, and we'll talk to you next time for another follow-through.